These are the famous Belgian dinosaur cookies. They come in 3 flavors: pure chocolate, milk chocolate, and regular or just cereal without chocolate. I'll show you the different shapes. Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and Protoceratops. There's a few more other shapes. Here's a Tyrannosaurus, and unless I'm mistaken, there should also be an Iguanodon, which is fitting because, of course, the Iguanodon was mainly studied and found and indexed thanks to the large find in Belgium in Bernissart. But I can't seem to find any Iguanodons right now. Now, the best cookies out of all 3 are the normal ones, the cereal ones without chocolate. Just a few years ago, they also introduced the minis. So the minis are just the same shapes but smaller. Protoceratops, another one, and another one. Tyrannosaurus. And here we finally have the Iguanodon, small one. These also come in dark chocolate. And then a few years ago they introduced a new variation, which is the sort of Prince cookie kind of shape. I'd say that's a Velociraptor or perhaps a T-Rex. So yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose. It's just one round cookie, but not in the shape of a dinosaur. And this one also comes in milk chocolate flavor, but still the best one without chocolate. The older designs, this is one from the early 2000s. Yeah, there was sort of a game included, connect the dots. This one came out around the time of The Lost World, the Jurassic Park sequel. And we got some tattoos in each box. Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, Velociraptor. But the best thing about them was in the early 90s, the very first time that dinosaur cookies came on the market, they included sort of little fact files in 2 languages, in French and in Dutch. So, for example, kids could learn about the Triceratops, or the Stegosaurus, or the Spinosaurus. That's not the correct size, I think, but Iguanodon, the Apatosaurus, like Littlefoot. These facts were up to date for the early 90s, but of course nowadays most of the info is dated or debunked or just not up to snuff anymore. Now, the sad thing is that the very interesting facts, I mean, I was an 8-year-old kid in 92 when I learned a lot of dinosaur facts thanks to these cards. You could use the scissors and cut them out. Now, sadly, they stopped doing that. They stopped just offering dinosaur facts. So 3 years ago, I sent an email to Lotus, which is the new company making these cookies. Lotus is also famous worldwide for their Biscoff cookies, as eaten by Chris Evans in the Knives Out movie. So Lotus, they stopped offering dinosaur facts, and I sent them an email and I said, please, could you consider bringing back the facts, because it's interesting for young kids to learn about dinosaurs? And lo and behold, they sent me an email and they said, well, we'll forward your suggestion to the marketing team. And yes, what do we find nowadays? Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, facts are back. So it's just one small fact. For example, here it says in Dutch, dinosaurs ate plants or meat or large rocks. And they ate the large rocks to digest the food. And then they give a little piece of advice. Chew and then swallow, dear dino. So let's say it's not as thorough or as comprehensive as the early 90s facts, but still I'm very glad that kids nowadays are still able to learn at least a little bit about dinosaurs. So if you're ever in Belgium and you have a hankering or a craving for cookies, get yourself some dinosaur cookies because they are delicious.